O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have
basketball
no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe
Ernie.
Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shoot.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Harlan has a very high basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like it.
I went to BYB, Bust Your Butt University.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, but you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Lakers right now, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center, filling out the middle. Bellinelli for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range. And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Gay outside, over to the left wing. Here's Rondo, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. One thing you can say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers.
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the big 3 in Boston. That year, it was the big 4.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
And Rondo drops them both.
And going back to what we were saying, what you hope with Rondo is that he can get back to his full level of confidence. He tore the ACL in 13. He was traded in 14, lost his way a little bit, but he's still young enough to have several really good years in front of him.
No good. And the Lakers take it the other way, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Now here's Rondo following the miss by Kobe Bryant. And good on the basket. Hook it.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Rondo.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Gay outside. That's good.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Got that one up quick. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And it's Kobe missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Russell against Rondo. And AC kicks to Gay. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Kobe with it. A minute 42 left in the first. He feeds it to Randall. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Kings. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. For DeMarcus Cousins, his numbers have been flat out phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. Sometimes hidden by the lack of what's around him in Sacramento, especially, you know, Greg, when you compare last year's stats with other centers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's averaged nearly 5 points more per game than the next center. Top 3 in rebounding for all centers. This guy is the complete package down low.
For 3, Williams. And again, the Lakers no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And here's Collison. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. That's good.
You know, guys, back to DeMarcus Cousins last season, he was top 3 for centers in assists and steals, and he was in the top 7 in block shots.
Here's Wirtz. 9-point game. Great D that time from Collison. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Here's Caspi. Fires from deep. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
And talking about Cousins, he's a franchise talent. And no one debates that. He can take over a game anytime he feels like it. And heaven help the NBA if he ever starts feeling like it over an 82-game year.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Caspi. Red ball movement here by the Kings. Clock at 6. The drive by Collison. Cauley-Stein kicks to McLemore. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And that does it for the first quarter. Kings lead by 7. And we'll be back with you right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
We've got Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Caspi. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Collison in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's Collison after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Right side, Kobe. To the middle, here's Randall. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Quincy Azee's checked in for Caspi. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Now here's Rondo. There's a screen. Gay up top, uncovered, and that one's good. Gay's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
That's a 2 from Bellinelli. The shot no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Clarkson dishes to Randall. Kobe against Cousins. Pulls up on the wing. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Cousins. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, put up about 24 points per, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
And it's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
So the Kings called timeout. They're first.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the 2nd longest playoff drought in the NBA.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Bellinelli with the 3, and the basket good. And now a 10-point Kings lead.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Cousins with a screen on Bass. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Number 5 is Rajon Rondo.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Where's this? Passes to Kelly. The offensive rebound. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Young.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Cousins. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
And some changes here for the Kings. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Cauley Stein comes in for Quincy Acey. And it's Ben McLemore in for Bellinelli. Timeout called the Lakers.
Hey, guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
And for the Lakers without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The drive by Russell. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Russell's got 8. Kings leading now by 3. Gay outside. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. A nice shot by Kufis.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
To the inside. Cauley Stein kicks to McLemore, and it's Rondo penetrating. The rebound by the Lakers. Randall's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Russell. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Free throw good, Russell. Caspi, he's checked in for the Kings. Collison comes in for Rajon Rondo. He doesn't get the second one.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Collison's shot is good.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Now here's Collison. From deep, McLemore. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Cauley Stein dishes to McLemore. From outside, off the mark.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And Nance kicks to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Randall. Oh, that's blocked. It's stolen by McLemore. Outside Collison. Fires for 3. They get it back. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
So he can't get either to fall. Russell. No luck. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Kings ahead. They lead by 6. And we'll be...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, overall, they played terrible defense. In the half court, guys were getting hung up on screens, reaching for the ball instead of moving their feet. In transition, guys weren't always getting back. They were not finding the shooters. Comes down to fundamentals. And this game can get away from them if they do not toughen up.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on, clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And last season, the Lakers finished last in the Pacific Division once again. Second year in a row, they ended up at the bottom of the barrel.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Rondo kicks to Cousins. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the Lakers were at the bottom once again in the Pacific Division, Clark. But, you know, these 2 seasons we've just seen, the last time they finished last in the Pacific was 1975.
Well, they had a 2-14 record against the rest of the Pacific. And we also know, though, the Lakers don't stay down very long. They'll be back on top before long.
Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And finished off by Gay.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Bass can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 11. Bellinelli with the 3. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Huertas, the 15-footer, and he knocks down the jumper.
Marcelino Huertas.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Gay against Bass. Elbow shot. And that one hits back iron.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics have traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Got a piece of it. Here's Nance. AC with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
And it's good. Rondo's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Sacramento making some changes. Kufis checked in for Quincy Ace. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Bellinelli.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
The drive by Russell, and he uses the glass on the layup. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Rondo passes to Caspi. Cousins dishes to Collison. And the shot is good.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Lakers trail by 13. Passes it to Bryant. From deep. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and McLemore subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now Caspi. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Collison, and the Kings pushing it up now. And McLemore kicks to Kufis. And it falls over the rim and in. Kufis has got 8.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Kings leading now by 15. Collison is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's AC in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And Los Angeles guys shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Russell. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Inside. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Lakers trail by 19. Right side Russell. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. And the Lakers also making a switch. Brandon Bass is checked in for Randle. Here's Bellinelli. He's covered by Clarkson, and he gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 21.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
Timeout called the Lakers. And for Cousins, those 20-20-10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Williams, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Bellinelli passes to Asa. It's blocked. Here's Huertas. Bellinelli is covering. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Cousins against Bass. Soft touch off the glass.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Kings leading now by 19.
Timeout, timeout. The Kings with the timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
Williams gets the bucket.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Dishes it to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 4 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Williams. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
They set the pick. Rondo against Williams. Rondo dishes to Bellinelli. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ryan Kelly. That's his first foul.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And he lays it straight in. And the Kings lead by 17.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Kings.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
It's a long season, and you always need role players to step up and help out, and that was the case here. Everything was working for Bellinelli. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA. Even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph, and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Free throw drops for Gaspy.
Shooting for Sacramento, Omri Caspi. Taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Kings, Darren Collison.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2.
He doesn't get the second one. Bryant. No good there. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on.
Well, Rudy, congratulations on the win. How would you evaluate the team's offense tonight?
You know, I think our defense kind of got our offense into it. You know, we're that kind of team. Our defense makes our offense. We run the floor and we share the ball. So whenever we out there playing defense.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
I love the contribution he gave with his long-range shooting tonight. He was on fire. That turned out to be the big key for them. If someone drove the lane and the defense collapsed, they would always kick it to him for another 3. Splaka Katayow!
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed